Episode 422, Virtual Valentines and 2 other cool, easy, collaborative ideas for teachers.
The 10-Minute Teacher Podcast with Vicki Davis. Every weekday, you'll learn powerful, practical ways to be a more remarkable teacher today.
So today we're talking with Dyane Smokorowski. She was 2013 Kansas Teacher of the Year. We have had her on the show before. And today we're going to talk about 3 ways to collaborate and connect with other classrooms. Dyane, this is your 22nd year. Now you're an instructional tech coach. You've been doing this for a while, but you have some really cool projects that are coming up that you think educators might like to join in, both for their students and for themselves. So what's happening in February?
Yes, my passion is to see teachers light up with new opportunities for themselves and for their students. So our first big event that's coming up in February is called the Virtual Valentines Global Project. And in this experience, what we have teachers do is have the students create digital Valentines for a classroom somewhere outside of their own community. This is an opportunity for teachers to try some new tech tools that they've never experienced before. Maybe you want to try Canva, or perhaps you'd like to try Bunsy, and there's just a myriad of tools that are out there. This gives you a safe kind of entry-level space for students to try these tools. Then when you join us, we will help you find another classroom somewhere outside of your own community for those students to receive your virtual Valentines, and they will create Valentines digitally for you as well. Then you're going to do some research on that other location and do some math calculation. How many virtual miles distance is it from your location to your partner classroom? And then we will melt the virtual chocolate miles where you can do a Skype call and get to know some new friends and some new tools along the way.
What all of that melt the digital chocolate miles. That's very hilarious. Okay. So when do they need to sign up and how?
So the sign up will begin about late January. The website is virtualvalentines.weebly.com. And we have registrations up through about 5th or 7th of February so that you can get connected with your classroom, build your virtual Valentines, and set up all of your virtual calls. So it should be here very, very soon. So keep a lookout.
You also have something coming up in March. What's that?
If Virtual Valentines get you excited, let's talk about the next global project that we do. This is the 5th year for our awesome Squiggles project. And this is my favorite project that we do annually. In this one, I will put 4 random lines on a digital sheet of paper, upload them to our website. And your challenge is to download this sheet, share it with your students, and have them finish those lines into a piece of original artwork. And they can use any medium that you wish. You could even copy the file, because we will have both a JPEG version as well as a PDF. You could pull the JPEG into a digital space and create digital art, or that you can hand them a box of crayons. You can hand them textiles. It's whatever you wish. The only rule is that you cannot move the lines. You must finish the artwork. Then we will again help you find another classroom so that your students can Skype and share, this is what I see with these 4 lines. What do you see? And it's just a beautiful artistic expression that doesn't require language, because art is its own communication tool, and it allows students to share their creativity with the whole world. I absolutely love it.
That's awesome. When do we sign up for that one and how?
Registration opens up in March, and that's awesomesquiggles.weebly.com. And the registration runs for about a month, because we give time for students to work on their art and things without being rushed. And I specifically chose this time of the year because this is when many of our students are involved in state assessments or final preparations for it. So I wanted to create something that allowed them to calm down a little bit and focus on something else. So there's a little bit of mindfulness that's hidden behind it. And then you'll do your Skype calls 1st of April.
Dyane, you're known as Mrs. Smoke to many because you mentor many. You kind of have a group of folks that you've mentored, you've encouraged from all around the world. I guess, is that why you're planning this awesome summer experience?
Yes. I have been somebody who loves to travel, and I've always wanted to have opportunities to take teachers on adventures with me. I've spoken to other teachers around the globe who've taken friends to Europe or taken them to Canada, or some incredible opportunities. But I thought, what would I do? Where would I take teachers if I could design the best field trip for them? And I decided that I wanted to see schools of innovation. So this summer, I have set up a teacher field trip for 40 teachers to join me in San Diego, where we're going to go look at Design 39 campus, which was recently featured on Edutopia. We'll also do some field trip hands-on experiences at the San Diego Zoo, the Cabrillo National Monument, and we're going to go to the Museum of Making Music. Let's go discover what could be really exciting to bring back into our classroom, and then dialogue with other teachers while we do it.
Okay, so Dyane, you're a full-time IT coach, and you're just doing this on the side because you want to?
Exactly. And I don't make any money on this. It's just I want to have these experiences, and best experiences are shared with others. So I just said, who wants to come play with me? Last summer, I took 40 teachers to Disney World. It was absolutely fantastic. And we studied things like cultural awareness. We did a big piece on teacher leadership and deciding your own vision for your classroom. And it was life-changing for all of us. So I said, that was so good. Let's go somewhere else. So San Diego it is.
When do they need to sign up for this one, and how?
This is available to sign up straight away, and the website is SanDiegoTeacherFieldTrip.weebly.com, and it's just first come, first serve. You can come join us if you want to come play.
Cool. And about how much do you think it's going to cost? Do you know yet?
Yes, if we have 4 people in a room, each person will pay around $13.80. And if you want to have your private room, it runs just a little over $18. So I've really tried to make this as affordable as possible. We also do offer 6 graduate credit hours if teachers would like to take some graduate hours along the way.
Oh, fun. So these are just so many things. Dyane, or Mrs. Smoke, is one of those folks that so many people revere and appreciate just because you're such an encourager. And I love this because using social media, using networks, Dyane just says, hey, I want to learn. Who wants to learn with me? And this attitude of play, let's go play together, is just a fantastic one. So thank you, Dyane, for all that you're doing and for sharing with us. Hi, teachers. This is Vicki Davis, your host. Every weekend, I send my free newsletter to more than 10,000 educators. It's full of ideas and freebies and all kinds of links and resources that are only in the newsletter. To get your copy, sign up at coolcatteacher.com/newsletter.
Thank you for listening to the 10-Minute Teacher Podcast. You can download the show notes and see the archive at coolcatteacher.com/podcast. Never stop learning.